Fresh off the Anthony Edwards for my girl game, Minnesota Timberwolves back in action again against the Houston Rockets, who have lost 13 games in a row. Alperen Sengun has been pretty good, though. He had 21, 7 rebounds, 7 assists in his basketball game. A little back and forth here between Jalen Green and Kyle Anderson. Clear as day, some words were exchanged, and Green throws the rock to Anderson, who, by the way, Kyle ended up getting the technical foul on that play. Green went back to work. He knocks in the three. He had himself a game. Anthony Edwards wasn't too shabby himself. His hot streak continues. He got some help in this, much needed, from D'Angelo Russell, who was rocking that thing from three, and some beautiful dishes. How about that one? Inside to Rudy Gobert. Russell had 7 assists. Gobert also called for a technical foul on that play. A little taunting from AE in the second half as Tari Eason misses a layup for Houston. Edwards takes it coast to coast and clowns Eason, like laughs in his face. That is some Anthony Edwards type behavior right there. You want to know somebody who wasn't doing any laughing and was barely missing? How about Jalen Green lighting it up for Houston? I took that personal, says Green. He puts the Rockets up by 9 as we enter the fourth. Speaking of the fourth, Russell knocks in 3 of his 30 points. Edwards chipped in 31 points. Minnesota getting a lot of firepower from their dynamic backcourt, but would it be enough? The answer is no, because Green said so. JG, grown man dudes using his left. And then how about the block from Green? Look at the extension from one of the game's best young athletes. And his fantastic night would continue. A capper on a career-high 42 points on 15 of 25 shooting from young Jalen Green. His Houston Rockets in their 13-game losing streak, 119 to 114. Big-time game for Jalen Green. I thought that was a fantastic response to Anthony Edwards, who had the For My Girl game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my previous highlight about Anthony Edwards, Minnesota and Houston, just a couple days back in Minnesota. Edwards puts up a 44-piece, I believe, and he dedicated the game to his girlfriend that was about to celebrate her birthday. I didn't really understand it, but nevertheless, shout out to AE. But I do think it's important for Jalen Green to respond, because Anthony Edwards is a guy that Jalen Green will be compared to. These are both two super athletes. They are both ridiculously good. They can get hot as ever from three. I don't know who has a better career between Jalen Green and Anthony Edwards. That one will be close, by the way. Right now, I would say Edwards because he's got a year or so on Green, but that one will be very close. That is the comp before Anthony Edwards and Jalen Green, each other. So, I mean, I thought it was huge for Green to go out and put out his career. You ain't finna go have your game dedicated to your girlfriend, then play me a couple days later and think you finna get off on me again. You laughing at my teammates when they miss layups. Who do you think you are, Anthony Edwards? Jalen Green said enough is enough. Don't you laugh at my guys, all right? I'm going to get the last laugh. And I did it for me. I ain't do it for my girl. I did it for me. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about Jalen Green's 42-point night, a career high against Anthony Edwards. What you think about his game? And who do you think's better between these two guys, and who will have the better career between Jalen Green or Anthony Edwards? Look, today Edwards, again, has a year or so on Green. But this is a close debate. These are two very comparable talents in the league, and we'll see who ends up being better long term.